Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Intech Flyer Explorer little travel trailer. Guys picked a cool little unit here. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. A couple things I want you to take into consideration when parking. First and foremost, your bed. I'll pull that down in a minute. You'll see how much room you're going to need every time. And then I want you to think about where your power connection is going to be. That's going to be at the front of your unit, on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, or as they call it, off-camp side of your camper. Once you arrive, first thing you're going to do after unhooking your hitch is level your unit. Now in the front of your unit, it's a little hand crank. Now, I do recommend, it's a little unit, but get your stick on level and put it on there. Have someone watch that while you hand crank this up or down. Up to get up off your hitch, down to get it level. Once you got your unit level, we're going to stabilize it. On the back of your unit here, got these stabilizing jacks. You're only going to take this crank here, line up the groove here. You're only going to want to crank these down until you're taut. Now, I do recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris and hot blacktop in the summer. Get a pair of those, put them down underneath them, and crank these down just until this is taut. Remember, we've already got our unit level, we just want to stabilize it. So bring that one down, try on over here, bring the one down on your other side. Once we got our unit level and stable, we can go ahead and hook up our power. Back over here on the off-camp side, 30 amp cord. The way these go on is they twist in to the left, then twist to the right to lock it in. Put on your black washer. At the end of this 30 amp service, if you ever need to plug into a 110, there's a big long cord. There's a 30 to 15 amp adapter that you can plug into a 110 if you ever need to plug this in at home. Get your power hooked up. Next to that is your cable for the campsite. Next to that is where you can trickle charge your batteries. Got a solar power here, you can plug that in there and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Down below that is your battery. Check your battery post down there, make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. To the right of that is your battery disconnect. This will disconnect all the battery power to the unit, saving your battery power when you're out camping, leaving the campsite. Sitting around the unit, I'll bring your bed down here in a moment. These are vents that you can push in, push out from indoors if you have a toy in here. So we press down that, that'll give you a little bit of exhaust breather in here. On the back of your unit, close this back up. You've got your night light, brake lights, night lights right here. Here's your interior lighting. Got a 110 here. Inside this door is some storage. Handle down over here, more storage there. Continuing outside, up top you've got your Rhino rack and your AC heat unit, your spare tire, a porch light that can be controlled from inside this door, interior porch light. Continuing around to the front of the unit, got this big storage area, great place and traveling. Spot for a padlock. And we're back around to the front of the unit. That about covers everything out here. Let's take a look inside. Before we go inside, we're going to bring our bed down. So you have these locked. Unlock them, open these up. Just grab it and gently bring it down with your hand. Grab these corners here, pull them down tight. Now we're going to step inside the unit. So I was taking my shoes off here. And I've already started to unzip this. We're going to unzip this all the way down on both sides. It says down. We can roll this bottom up. If you can see what I'm doing here. Continue to roll this. You can do it tighter with two hands. And then these pieces underneath. The strap. To this side. You can tighten them. Do that all the way down on all of those. Grab your bar here. See, you've got a white hook on one, a curve, and then these hooks on the other. Your white hook is just going to snap right on the middle, the center of this. So we're going to lift it up. Make sure when you snap that on that this end is pointed up, because this end, excuse me, get my hand here, going to push forward, push this button in, hook that in there, and there's your bed. Continuing on the inside here, your smoke alarm, cable. If you want to hook a TV up in here, you can hook up a 12-volt TV, USB ports, or a 110. This is your 110 with GFCI reset. Down below that, your speakers. Before I get your sound system in here, is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Got like 5 15s in there and a 40. Highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. And here's our sound system. We do have a remote for that. I'll find it here shortly. Just turn it on.
27 people drive home a nicer, newer car.
Indoors or outdoors.
ForThePeople.com.
AM, FM, Bluetooth, USB, HDMI.
You might be wondering,
really loud.
what's Sunbridge doing to keep up with the energy demands?
Off. Storage, more storage. You have the speaker, your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you or anyone that's camped with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry door in case of an emergency. You also have these blue highlights up here. Here's your Max Air remote control. Turn that on. When you turn it on, it opens up your Max Air vent and turns the fan on. You can change the fan speed to 4 different speeds. Touch it to shut it off. It will close your vent and shut the fan off. Over here in the AC unit, AC/heat. Crank that up. And over here, quick dumps over here to blast cold air, or bring it around to the heat strip. Close or open those. More storage, 110 back here. All of your tie downs. That about covers everything in here. Just act like we're leaving the campsite and close it up. So to start with the bed, we'll go through and you can unsnap these. You can roll this up much tighter than I did with one hand, and it'll actually lay right across here nicely. I'm going to open that back up. I'm gonna start zipping it back up. Just lift the corners up. A little bit on the corners. And then, to release our bar, see if we're gonna press in on it. Pull it toward us. Pull it off. Pull our canvas back out. I'm gonna zip that all back up. As you see, this all zips up secure. And then we'll head back out and close that up. So coming back to the outside, we're actually just reversing the process. Fold our corners back in. And we're simply going to lift this up. Now it's easier. 2 people, 1 on each side. Tucking your canvas in, because that's all your material, no longer a canvas. That's done. Tucking that in from each side. Me with 1 hand did all right. Tuck that in there, down there for me. There we go. Now we can snap these back in. Shut off all of our lights. There we go. Our lights are off. At this point, we are going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our power and our cable, walk around our unit and make sure 3, 4, all 5 locks are locked on your unit. I would deadbolt as many as you can. I see I left the light on. Don't want to leave these lights on running down the road. And you're all set up to head home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this flyer for many years to come. Happy camping.